American woman. In film, she's seen as very hostile and assertive and angry. But what does it mean to be angry? Where are the positive roles? We don't ever emphasize what it is to be positive. We always stick on rage because it's so entertaining. I'm gonna sit with a few African American males and females here at the issue on what it is they feel they are being represented in film. Let's take a look.
My name is Tay Still, and I'm a sophomore.
My name is Brittany Alston, and I'm a senior.
My name is Danya Gilbert, and I'm a senior.
My name is Latrice Linton, and I'm a senior.
So, ladies, can any other race be stereotypically defined as angry? Like, can a Caucasian woman be defined as angry?
I think she can be defined as angry, just in a different aspect. Black women are seen angry as a more aggressive and physical kind of aspect. I think white women or Caucasian women are more, a little more reserved, and I think the word is passive aggressive. They're more lighthearted about the situation.
I think any race can actually be seen as angry, but it's the way we portray it. For example, a Caucasian woman, she'll wait till she's inside her house to let out all her frustration and her emotions, but we'll be outside and we'll just go from 0 to 100 real quick.
Right.
So from the outside looking in, it's just like, oh, she's angry, she doesn't know how to control her emotions, but it's just, I'm letting out my frustrations. You get what I'm...
So do you guys believe it's more so an internal feeling of disappointment or being upset, and then on the outside it's more so hostile, but it's not because I'm genuinely angry, it's what I'm going through that makes me feel this emotion?
Yes, definitely, just because, like I said, we always play in the background, or me being black and a woman as well, it's like, it's a lot of issues, and for me it's like, well, especially seeing my mom grow up, and especially the women I we see in film, it's like they get built up to it, and then something little probably tick them off, and all of a sudden they screaming, hollering, throwing chairs, turning into Superwoman, stuff like that. That's just because that's what happens. We build up so much anger, so much well, it is what it is, and keep it moving. And it's kind of hard for us to just either let stuff go or just to express what we're going through. Because we try to, but who's gonna listen to us? Oh no, she just going through something. No, right. Listen to me.
Girls Trip and Hidden Figures. I know both of the storylines are different, but what is the difference as far as the characters' roles?
I would say just the time. Hidden Figures was more of a time back in the day, and racism is still prominent today, just in a different kind of aspect. And I think the way it was portrayed in Hidden Figures to show African American women in a very strong and positive light of them persevering, determination, showing that you can overcome obstacles, and that you can succeed and do different things, just simply accomplishing what they did with NASA. And also, Girls Trip actually portrayed African American women in a positive light as well, just showing that they each was individually successful and things like that, despite the factor of the cheating and the drinking and stuff like that. But I think that's just natural with anybody. People cheat no matter the race. People drink, party no matter the race. So, just showing successful African American women both in the older times and back in the day, as well as in the present time. It showed definitely positive aspects.
I want to touch on Tyler Perry, Medea. What is the role for Medea? What does she represent?
For example, in Diary of a Mad Black Woman, when she was trying to divorce her husband, she was scared to take anything, even though legally half of everything is hers, because I don't think she signed a prenup. So half of everything in that house was hers. But she was so scared to do it, she had to call Medea, and Medea came in with the saw and cut everything in half, took out the money out the bank account, and for me, Medea gave her the courage to actually step up.
It's we're scared, we can't be vulnerable, it's just that it's hard for us.
Yeah, and I think people are taking the way that these women act in film for face value. and they're
Yes.
just taking that and saying, okay, that's how all African American women act. And like, don't get me wrong, some African American do have that persona of going crazy and doing wild things, but because of what they see on media, they immediately take that and displace it for everybody. I also think it's a double standard too. Unfortunately, I think it will continue to have that stereotype of angry black woman, but it's also a double standard because people want to see the drama-filled, loud black woman, but when it's portrayed in real life or shown, it's, oh my goodness, she's this, all these bad names are thrown at her. But this is what you watch on TV all the time, but when it's given to you in real life, it's a huge issue. So why is it okay for it to be done on TV and not in person?
So in this segment, we're going to look at how different males here at the issue feel about how African American women are portrayed in film. Are they the woman in distress, the woman in poverty? Why is it that specifically the African American woman is seen in a negative light? And can any other race be defined as this one emotion, which is anger? Let's take a look.
One.
Hi, my name is Jared Jeffrey. I'm a junior here at Delaware State University, and I'm going to be facilitating a small discussion on the plight of African American women in film. I'm joined by a couple of colleagues of mine, and they are
Michael Ford, sophomore.
Vincent Williams, senior.
Guam Powell, junior. Brandon Perlow, junior.
Okay, gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for joining me. And what exactly does it mean to be angry? Like, when we describe the term angry black woman, what exactly are we looking for?
You normally hear it real loud, abrasive, aggressive, sometimes bossy even. You get that.
Little sassiness.
Yeah, definitely. I think I've rarely met angry black women. I think black people as a whole are just a little bit more aggressive because that's the way that we have to live to make it in America. I rarely met an angry black woman.
Okay, I like that. Can any other race be described as angry?
Oh yeah, of course. Emotions don't just have one race. You know, anybody can be angry, sad.
I think it can be. Look at how white people portray African Americans as, ghetto, ratchet. So you can apply those same terms to white people and other races.
Spanish women, they get the same rap as being angry, but it's like, since they're Spanish, it's spicy. So
Okay.
it's looked at as not being as bad as what a black woman would be. Right?
Okay. Film has been around for decades. Where do you guys think that this stuff stems from?
I think it stemmed from slavery. Once they were free, their role was to stay in the house, or they always just had to work and take care of everything when the man wasn't doing anything.
I just think that they had to take on dual roles from the beginning of slavery and to the end of slavery. You had to do dual roles, and they had to take care of the kids.
And even after?
Even after. And what people don't talk about is that the black men, a lot of them died in the war, right? So they left single moms to take care of multiple kids, right? No man there. That's going to make anybody angry.
The roles that we often see black women get are dependent on males. So the roles will often be side chick, baby mama. She's the wife of a very successful man. You never really see a woman, she's maybe in her 30s, living alone, and she's doing her own career. She's starting her own business, You never get to see them have that struggle. It's either they're already there and they're successful and they're alone and horny or something like that, or they're struggling and they're by themselves or they have 3 kids. It's always the same kind of thing, and they're always male-dependent roles. I think what we want to see is a shift towards roles where a female can have a relatable character independent of a male lead. So we have Girls Trip, we have Hidden Figures. Do we have any other opinions?
Diary of a Mad Black Woman. That's a good example of how a stereotypical black woman is portrayed as angry. You look at it, her husband was a famous lawyer, DA, or whatever. And she did everything right, no problems. One night he come home with another chick, kicks her out. Now she angry, she bitter. Then here comes another man in her life who wants to treat her right, but she's so full of hurt and hate towards the other dude that she can't let this other man love her. And that's another way that black women are portrayed. They tend to hold a grudge against a man that did it wrong. So it makes it harder for them to to love another man who wants to treat him right.
Okay, so we have the angry side. Was there a maybe flip version to the story? Like, was there any? So you gave me some negative characteristics. Were there any positive characteristics in that movie?
I mean, over time, she learned to actually let go
Okay.
of the hate. As you see, like, he got shot in the movie,
Mm-hmm.
and even though after everything he did, she took care of him.
Mm-hmm.
She took care of him, made sure he got well.
Mhm.
And then she learned to just let go of that hate and married another guy and moved on with her life.
The African American woman in film is not so much of her genuinely being angry. It is the circumstances that have been put upon her as to why she comes off as this aggressive, hostile type of person. The stereotype is making real African American women angry, but it's one of those stereotypes that just will never go away. In the workforce, they are now coming up as CEOs and professional, humble black women versus the negative, poverty, and distress type of woman that they have always been. But the black woman is continuously breaking the glass ceiling of what it is to be a positive African American woman.